I miss my partner. I wasn't sure. Not sure how it was going to fly.
See what happens in the future.
I know, but I don't think there's a chance.
Oh, you still have a couple minutes. Although he told me I could start. He did tell me that before. Okay, he told me I could. Okay. Starts the time clock.
What's it?
We're gonna be 37 minutes.
That would be sweet.
Come on,
We're
Red. 1 through 18.
Yeah, I don't think I can make that
so
decision.
moved. So moved.
Second.
We are gonna wait, huh? No, the 59 he told me I had to wait. Still said, mine still says 58. This is like when you look up at the sky and then everybody else starts. Yeah, it's the longest minute. Okay, good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Pleasant Valley School District Board of Education meeting to order. If you could all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and then if you could please remain standing for a moment of silence. And Mr. Galler, would you please lead us?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Again, I'd like to welcome everyone that's with us this evening, and Mrs. Duff, if you could please do roll call.
Ron Berger,
Here.
Robert Clark,
Here.
Mike Keller,
Here.
Ralph Zitsky,
Here.
Sue Grasky,
Present.
Ryan O'Keefe,
Present.
Diane Surface,
Present.
Matthew Walters,
Here.
Melanie Zip.
Thank you, and Mel is on her way. She will be joining us. She got caught at work to do with inspections or something with the federal government, so she's on her way. All right, I'd like to let everyone know that we did have an executive session. It was held November the 20th of 2025, immediately prior to the regular scheduled meeting for purposes of personnel matters, including but not limited to performance and or discipline, negotiations, and legal issues. Welcome, Isabella.
Thank you. To start off, we kicked off November with an incredible homecoming dance. The turnout was fantastic, one of the best we've seen. And what made it even more special was how many students stepped up to help us prepare. It was a relief for us to not have to worry about chaperones this year, and it was a huge weight off our shoulders. And to school improvements, we received great news about the parking lot situation. It's nearly complete, and students have already begun picking up their parking passes. This has been a long-awaited change, and we are thrilled to see it all coming together. In spirit of giving, our National Honor Society is hosting their annual blood drive, and participation is already looking strong. Alongside that, we've launched our Toys for Tots drive, giving students another opportunity to make a difference in the community this holiday season. We are all excited for our school's performance of the Christmas Carol. Students are eager to support their classmates on stage, and we are all looking forward to a great show. And of course, with Thanksgiving break just around the corner, there's a lot of anticipation in the air. It's been a busy and a rewarding month. We all are ready for rest and time with family. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good job. Dr. Howard, did we have any community questions this evening?
Yes. Am I too far away? There were 2 community questions submitted. We responded to both questions and offered an opportunity for continued dialogue to the individual that submitted the questions.
Secretary's report, Mrs. Smale.
Good evening. Tonight I am requesting approval of the minutes of the meeting held on October 23rd, 2025, and approval of the November 20th, 2025 board meeting agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Walters, seconded by Mr. Kaczynski. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. At this time, are there any Pleasant Valley citizens that would like to address the board? If so, please come to the podium, state your name, township you reside in, and there is the 3-minute limit.
Hi, Denise Hopley, Chestnut Hill Township. What were the questions that they asked the citizens? Okay. Then I just have other questions. Can we provide clear itemized breakdown of enrollment decreases? Who transferred to other educational options? Who moved out of district? Who formally dropped out? And this information is necessary for accurate budgeting and program planning. And the next one is cyber charter financial impact. With the state budget reducing cyber charter reimbursement rates, the district needs to identify the exact impact on PV's payment obligations. What is the projected savings amount, and how will these savings be allocated within the district budget? Impact on Seneca Valley, Ingenuity, and Bear Academy. An explanation is needed regarding how the new PA budget affects operational and financial status of Seneca Valley, Ingenuity, and Bear Academy. Will these programs cost more, less, or the same under the revised state funding structure, and what adjustments are planned to maintain fiscal responsibility? And then HMH expenditure for now that's being asked tonight. February 25, 2025, the board was informed that HMH reading program cost $585,579.32. Was complete and that no additional add-ons would be required. Since then, additional expenses for training and materials have been presented. What specific factors changed since February that now require these additional expenditures? And why is the initial cost evaluation insufficient, resulting in unplanned add-ons for the program of this scale? What are the further expenses? Further licensing, training, supplemental materials should be expected the upcoming budget cycle, so the board's not repeatedly revisiting this item. Previous concerns raised through teacher feedback and surveys were mentioned earlier in the year. Why were these concerns not accounted for in the original cost structure before the program was presented as complete? Middle school furniture. Detailed justification is requested for the middle school furniture purchase, the capital fund. This expenditure based on safety concerns, structural deficiency, programmatic needs, compliance requirements, or cosmetic improvements. Just need some reasoning here for any capital fund expenditure. And confirmation is also requested regarding whether a competitive comparative purchasing process was used. If not, an explanation is needed. America 250 essay. The proposed 125 award per grade level appears inconsistent with typical academic contest recognitions. Was this amount dictated by the donor or determined by the district? And is there a rationale for not awarding a more substantial uniform 250 per grade? The 500 allocated to the history department requires clarification. How exactly will these funds be used? And how will they directly support the students or enhance instruction?
Anyone else? All right. Too many pages, sorry. Treasurer's report, please.
Yes, good evening. Tonight, I'm seeking approval of item 4A through H. A is informational only.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Berger and seconded by Mr. Galler. Is there any discussion?
Yes, I'd like 4C, we talked about the procurement card. I just want to know that I saw the expenses that you had for that, and they all seem within reasonable, if that's what they're spent for dues and things like that, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. And also, in 4D, the AED service, is that 16,000? How's that paid?
That's our maintenance agreement for 36 AEDs that we have throughout the district. That was board approved back in August.
Right. And then we talk about like Parkland School District, 24-25 district split, and Scranton Area School District, Salisbury Township. Could you elaborate on what those
Sure.
expenses?
Parkland School District is for a McKinney-Vento family. That's a homeless family. They're here in our district, but they're here temporarily and go to Parkland School District, so we split the transportation fee with Parkland. Scranton, Salisbury, and East Stroudsburg, you had also asked about. That's all mainstream billing. There are students that get placed there for education for various reasons. Most of them are special ed students. And then the other one was Graham Academy. That was for specialized education. That one's Graham Academy. We have a few students there that we pay for.
Okay, thank you. And the time clock plus?
Time Clock Plus is part of a 5-year contract with Time Clock. That's for our hourly employees to punch in and out.
Okay, that's what, okay, thank you. Now I don't understand that one. 4-H, I know, I'm not looking for anything right now, but about if we could have something with the amount of spending that we have to put forward to file like with grievances and arbitration and fees like that we're having to pay versus what we have other legal expenses. Understand what I'm saying? I want to find out how much money we're actually putting into our staff that's coming and giving us, grievances and stuff like that as well.
I can have that for you at the next
If
meeting.
that would be something.
That's it? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd just like to let you know that I need to abstain from 2 items, 2 check numbers, 245642, 245762, relative. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. Moving on to unfinished business, Mr. Fitzgerald.
There is no unfinished business this evening.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone have any other unfinished? Okay, moving on to new business, Monroe Career and Technical Institute.
My report is attached, nothing further.
Okay, Colonial IU, Mr. Clark.
There is no meeting for the month of November, so I will have hopefully a meeting next month.
All right. PSBA liaison, Mrs. Zip, of course, she's not made it quite yet. Under education report, I just would like to let the board know that under the American 250 Education Committee with the Monroe County, we did receive a donation of books, and Mr. Berger handed those books out to each principal of our 4 buildings. We received 2 copies of that book. And then the only other thing I'd like to let you know on the science review, we are now down to 2 resources. One is Twig and one is Amplify, and we will be doing upcoming visits to districts that use those 2 resources. And that's all I have under education. Moving on to finance, Mrs. Surface?
Yes, I will be calling for a motion later on item number 13 and 14.
Okay, thank you. Mr. O'Keefe, athletic?
Yes, good evening. So as we transition between sports seasons, there isn't always a great deal to report on. However, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who participated in the fall season, and I want to wish the best of luck to all those beginning their winter sports. As a public service announcement, please consider supporting your student athletes by getting involved with the Booster Club, volunteering at all sports club concession stands during high school and middle school events. It is a meaningful way to help. Every dollar earned goes directly back to the student athletes and supports our community, completely volunteer driven. Also, I want to say congratulations to the high school and middle school cheer team for placing in both of their early season competitions. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Policy report, I know that we have second reading and approval on this evening for 5 policies, which will come under Dr. Howard's report later on. Capital improvement, Mr. Berger.
The Capital Improvements Committee met today to cover items related to the high school renovation. The JCM's classrooms will be completed by the end of the year, and we have a number of classes that will be transitioning over the holiday period into JCM. So there'll be some changes for some of our students that they can look forward to. Work on the administrative new construction and the cafeteria and mechanical additions is ongoing. Progress is going well, and it will continue through August of '26. with great relief in November here. The school bus parking lot is now open, and I believe parking slots are now in the process of being reallocated. So to great relief to some of our students. And perhaps relief for parking for our teachers and administration with the spaces that are now being opened by the movement of those bus drivers. Looking forward, the next phase of the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing demolition will begin on the next stage in the building in January of '26. There will be some abatement activities that will occur in the areas that are going to be worked on next during the December break. The old auditorium demolition is scheduled to start in mid-December. It was originally going to start in January, so it's moving back 2 weeks. There will be some minor changes when we come back after the holiday break period in the traffic pattern for the spring semester. So details will be put out by the administration. Thank you.
Can I ask a question? Sure. When you said they're gonna switch classes, like, what do you say, 5 classes? That's probably more you. They're gonna switch from one class over to JCM. Is there,
The science wing will be complete, and over the Christmas holiday.
so don't have all the new furniture in it then?
Yep.
Okay, so don't
Yeah,
have to move
and then
that.
there's a few more rooms that are over by the science wing that are on the JCM side upstairs. They will be completed as well. The life skills apartment, the PACE lab, and classrooms. And then there will be 5 teachers that are located in the middle of the building that will go over to JCM because those rooms are going under construction.
So those 5 teachers, they have to, all the stuff in that room, whatever it is, needs to be moved over there, and then those rooms are gonna be part of the construction?
Correct, and we already have a plan worked out to help the teachers and get that stuff and give them the time to do that.
I was just wanted to have those rooms are gonna be part of the construction.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, technology, Mr. Clark.
Nothing to report this time.
Okay, security, Mr. Walters.
Yeah, the hiring of the new Assistant Chief of Staff for Security is under 8B. Outside of that, no new information.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kaczynski, Citizens Advisory Committee.
Yes, the Citizen Advisory will be meeting December 3rd. I sent an email out to the members, and it has been, we were going to cover the FIB days, is that correct? That's a virtual learning days, and ask for the community to give us input as a board, what your thoughts are on those. So that's what we're looking forward to. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, go on. Superintendents, Dr. Howard.
Okay, tonight I'm seeking approval for items 7B and 7C. 7D is informational.
So,
Second.
Motion by Mr. Berger, seconded by Mr. Walters. Is there any discussion?
Sorry. I just went to a District 11 meeting. They were talking about AP courses and stuff like that. And their big thing was AP courses for virtual versus AP for in-class. Like, do we have, because they didn't have, I can't mention the student, but their student down there they didn't have the right, I guess it wasn't registered right as to, they were registered as an AP course with the school, but they were taking the AP course
Online.
online. So
If
is
for
there-
for it to count with the College Board, the online provider has to apply to get the accreditation for it to count as an AP course. So like our students that take AP courses online, they are vetted through the College Board. I wouldn't know about that specifically.
No, what they're doing is we need to get, not we, but the district, they have to have proof that that was actually a certified class.
yes,
That's what I was
exactly.
wondering.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries.
Human Resources, Mrs. Fulmer.
Good evening. Tonight I'm seeking approval of items 8B through 8I. Items 8J through 8M are informational.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Kaczynski, seconded by Mr. Galler. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to just make a comment on 8B in regards to Van Scott. Chief, excellent pick. Well done. He will be an asset to the team here and to our school district.
Anyone else?
I second that.
Yeah.
I think it went really well, and I think that focusing on safety obviously is priority over everything else is it's what fits our mold here, so thank you.
Very impressive resume, and glad to see it, yes, thank you.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries.
Tonight, I'm seeking approval of items 9B through 9E. Item 9F and 9G are informational.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Kaczynski, seconded by Mr. Walters. Is there any discussion? I'd just like to make a comment. Under informational, we do have a resignation this evening of our dear, 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 dear lady that's been taking our minutes and for I don't know how many years, but many, many years. So Deb, best of luck, best wishes on your retirement from everything now and your new journey. So thank you for everything. Really appreciate it. Anyone else? Okay, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
I must abstain from 9C1, spouse.
No one opposed, and that motion carries. Thank you.
Okay, tonight I'm seeking approval for items 7A and 7B. I'm sorry, just 7.
How about 10?
10, I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
10, it's just 10B, sorry.
And you're going to add the retro?
I would know if I should do that separately.
Oh, you want to do it separate?
Let's do this action item.
Okay.
And then we will.
Do
then
that
she'll
one?
mention it
Okay,
later.
very good. Could I have a motion for 10B, please?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Clark and seconded by Mr. Berger, Gaziski, whatever.
He's fiddling with the button. You're told to leave it on.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries.
I'd like to ask the board, I'd like to add an item. I'll put it on the next agenda, but it would be retro. Our middle school band has the opportunity to participate in a festival at Marywood, and it would be on December 5th and December 6th. I just received the information, the exact details. When it was past the time, I could add it to the agenda, but I don't want our kids to lose the opportunity to participate. So I would like your blessing to let them go to the festival, and I'll put it on the next agenda.
So moved.
No, can't do that. Just a thumbs up.
Just a
if
thumbs
you're
up.
okay with it. We just need to know if we're okay with the retro for next
We
meeting.
ratified at the next meeting.
Yep, all right.
So do we have a meeting on the 4th?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that not something that, since you're saying it's the 5th and the 6th?
Oh, I guess I could put it on there, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Could have.
Good
Yeah, but
catch.
if you're showing that there's a good faith in it, then if there's any financials up front, it can be
Yeah, can take
considered it
care
would
of.
be
At least
okay
they know
in
ahead of time.
advance.
Expect approval from the
Yeah.
board, but we could probably throw
Yeah.
that on
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, we can. You're right, Matt. Good catch.
All right, I'm also seeking approval of item 11A. 12, no, that's 11.
Just 11. All right.
So moved.
We need a motion for 11?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
I have a motion.
Oh, my gosh.
Mr. Walters, seconded by Mr. O'Keefe. Is there any discussion?
Is that turkey everybody was eating?
Yeah. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. Tammy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Mrs. Smale, number 13.
Tonight, I am requesting approval of items 13B through 13N. Items 13O through 13Q are informational.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Galler, seconded by Mrs. Surface. Is there any discussion?
Yes, I have a couple. The contract for the HMH, $51,370. Could you go elaborate, like, what is that? Why is that coming about now?
Dr. Howard is actually going to explain that.
So we had discussed as a board, the way that we brought HMH forward, we brought forward what we thought we needed. As we get on the road and we work with the teachers, they've said, look, these items would be very helpful. And we did buy these books already for PVE. I met with the PVI teachers and I asked them, like, why didn't we get them when we got the PVE books? And they said, we were trying to be financially responsible to the district, but as we get into the year, we really need these books. and it's good extra practice for our students. Moving forward, I know now, as I said before, when we do the science, I'm going to bring everything possibly that we could need, and that way you'll have the full picture. This was just not something, when we first did it, the teachers thought they needed, but once they started using it, they did. So we've already purchased them because we added the item in the fall, I believe, for the PVE teachers. Now PVI would like it.
So you're saying we weren't using anything at PVI, or they were making their own? Is
They
that-
were making their own copies, which could be very expensive.
I was about to say, I mean, we used
Yeah,
to have.
and
a
this
lot
is
of-
for 3 years, for 3 grades.
So this is 3 years, 3 grades?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Anyone else?
Voting software?
The
Is that
voting
the
software
voting
is
so-
for the student government at the high school. They use this software for all their different voting
Correct, so it's
things
for
that they have.
students.
Yes.
Yeah, we've done that year in and year out.
The 13H, I'm sorry, was it library chairs or library tables or?
This is furniture for the middle school library. It's part of the furniture upgrade for the middle school.
Okay, so it's for the students in there as well?
I'm sorry.
It's for the students, it's not?
Correct. This is student furniture.
Correct. And 13J, those vehicles we discussed in the working session, they're basically replacing at least three vehicles that we're sending to MCTI.
Yes, MCTI got back to us. We're going to be able to donate all those vehicles to them.
Great, and like I said, those vehicles we're getting are replacements.
Correct.
And the plow is to help us with our plowing and stuff like that.
Correct.
Okay. And also 13L, I see there's scholarship, and could you elaborate that, so there's no mixing up here. There's a scholarship that's gonna be offering for $1,000 a year for 5 years, where that money's coming from?
Dr. Conrad is sponsoring this scholarship, and the $1,000 each year for the next 5 years will be coming, it's his personal money that he is donating for the scholarship.
Okay, thank you very much, that's it, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries.
I am also requesting approval of items 14B through 14D.
So move.
I have a motion by Mr. Kaczynski and seconded by Mr. Walters. Is there any discussion?
The split systems, where are those going? Are they like the heating and AC splits, is that where they're?
Yeah, so at the high school with the construction project, they had to move the chiller lines to put the power lines in. To relocate the chiller lines would cost roughly $30,000 for a very brief period of time, because the new chillers will be here soon, and then they'll have to reroute them again. So these are split systems that are on wheels. They will be used at the high school mostly for the month of April, May, to keep the cooling down. And then we can use these throughout the district and other buildings.
Good, thank you. And not to get into it, but the CCL proposal, that's basically, we're looking at, what was the word I was looking for? Help me with that.
This is a tax assessment that was
Yes,
filed by
thank you.
a taxpayer.
So basically, we're just looking at.
Yes.
Dealing with that. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And that motion carries. Mr. Fitzgerald, anything under new business?
Just some brief new business. As you recall, back during the summer, we approved a new contract with our professional teachers group. Starting next month, we will begin negotiations with our support staff. The interaction with the teachers were very collaborative, and we resulted in a successful agreement for both parties, and we expect the same when we start negotiations in December with support staff. So we'll keep the public apprised of it as events develop.
Thank you. Pleasant Valley citizens, is there anyone that would like to address the board?
Hello, Denise Hopley, Chestnut Hill. So I'm excited to collaborate with everyone, even those who might need a little extra time to adjust the idea. I'm here to work hard and ask questions and make sure the community gets the transparency it deserves.
Anyone else? Yes.
Deborah Modica, Chestnut Hill Township. On the policy manual, 600 finances, code 628, about the tax appeals, who is choosing the council? The tax appeal council, is how you have it worded here. Who chooses them? And what qualifications do they have? And why is the word prosecute in here also on your paper? Why would the word prosecute be in there? What qualifications does, because it says here that the superintendent will also be involved in this and the solicitor for tax assessment matters. What qualifications do they have to work on any type of property values? I'm a real estate broker. I can't even give a property value. It has to only be an appraiser. So if I go in and do a tax appeal, or if one of you go in and do a tax appeal, are you saying that you're going to come back and appeal our appeals? And if that happens, who pays for that? So here again, that's back on the taxpayers' money anyway, isn't it? It just kind of feels to me like it's almost like a setup to have residents not want to do tax appeals. I don't know if anybody knows how expensive it is to do a tax appeal. I've done a lot of them. I've worked with a lot of attorneys on this, and here again, I'm a real estate broker for 30-some years. I have a lot of qualifications on, I can't use the word value, but what the market should bring a house. So I just really don't understand. With 33 years of experience, does the superintendent, does the solicitor, does this council team that you're, group that you're going to put together, what experience do they have to even be involved in what a value of someone's property is and where the tax assessment should come in? Now, if I go in and do a tax appeal, I already have an appraisal. The appraisal has to be done within 30 days of when I sit before that council in the assessment office, within 30 days. So I'm paying an appraiser already, me or anyone in this room, and I'm also paying an attorney already. So what you saying is that you're going to appeal our appeals? Is that what this is all about? And if it is, I really want to know, how is anyone in here, the superintendent, the solicitor, anyone in here qualified to do that? Where I'm not even allowed with 33 years of a broker's license to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet Dooner from Polk Township. Dr. Howard, I couldn't hear in the beginning when you said about the community questions. Did you state what the questions were? Is that a change, that they're not being read to the people after they're submitted online? And I might have missed that in the past, but I didn't hear it in the back. Thank you.
Okay, seeing no one else, Pleasant Valley School Directors, anything this evening?
Yeah, I'd like to say all the best to Mike on his retirement and moving forward, and Mel for the years and service these guys have given us, the input they have, and we really appreciate it. Learned a lot as well from you guys. Deb, on your retirement, 'cause, I mean, we all know retirement's the way to go. All the best to you. I just want something with the questioning. I'm not sure we talked about the questioning during our working session, and I'm not sure if we were going to, maybe Mike was saying about putting on the webpage that here's the question, so that anyone who missed it said, I think our thing was, the concern was if someone sends you an email and they wanted to, here's their community question, I think we were saying, okay, well, we might as well let them know what it is, but if anyone else is interested, then there was gonna be a spot on the webpage that, all right, what was the community question? Well, I can go look it up, and there it is, and,
I believe they are going to be put on the webpage if they're not already.
okay.
Not done yet, but we're working on it.
So would this question from tonight, would they be on there then?
That is the thought process of Dr.
Okay.
Conrad, was put them under like a frequently asked question under a community tab.
Right.
I'm working on it.
Okay, yeah, just so, like I said, okay, so this board meeting, this is the questions, and this is how it was answered. I know the board receives how it was answered.
But John, I think in the working session, I think one of the things we discussed was if it's an individual-based question, like if it was beneficial to the community, we definitely put it up. But if they're individually based questions, I thought we were gonna let Dr. Conrad make that distinguishing, like these ones are very focused and pointed that wasn't really applicable to like the community, I think. And that's, I thought that's where we landed on. Maybe I was wrong.
Right, but I mean, we're still going to have that part on the webpage, so like I said.
That was not my understanding.
If it's an individual-based question, that's.
They will handle
not of
individual.
value to the community, that's not gonna go up on the webpage. All
Right.
generalized questions.
But the ones that
will go
are
on the webpage.
valued are
Correct.
going to,
Yes.
that's what I'm getting at. I mean, we're not gonna read them here anymore, we're gonna have.
Right,
more
because
of
it's
that.
for,
And take the feedback that I feel like it's valuable when you say that those questions have been answered. And it's also valuable to say that those questions are now up on the webpage. So getting them up there prior to when the board meeting starts would be valuable.
Okay.
yes.
I'm just about done. I just want to, I mean, I did want to bring it back there, but those that informed, Dr. Howard has been doing a great job. There was a community member out there that has homeless, and Dr. Howard has been answering my call and taking care of that. So just want to thank her publicly for doing that as well. Thank you.
No, also, I'd like to thank Mike and Mel for their service. You've contributed a lot in the 2 years I've been here, and I look forward to seeing you out there, giving us a run for our money too, so.
Mike, it's been a pleasure working with you. I know you're gonna be in the area, so maybe we can get together and have some lunch.
Absolutely.
And talk about when you get done with your building project, what we're gonna be looking at in the future.
Sure. Yeah, I do want, I'm not one to put together a chat GPT or a 4-page speech or anything. This all comes from here. But it's been a pleasure working with everybody here. Some things I want to reflect back on over the past 4 years is when I came on board, we were in a bad place. I mean, we were just coming out of COVID. I remember my first meeting was still in the auditorium yet. And our community was a mile away from us, which was awful. But I think after the first meeting, resolved that and got it back to the way it should have been. But when I look back at where we started, it was really bad. I mean, we had over a $6 million deficit coming on board. I'll just say this,
No contracts, remember?
previous board, not the previous board back years ago, previous board president made a lot of stupid mistakes financially over the years, and that put it in a bad position. In the past 4 years, look where we've gotten. Is it perfect? No. But damn it, we've made progress. We really have. And I also came on board, the previous team, be it administration, the board president, the union at the time went a year without a contract. We got revamped here as a board, and that was the first thing we rolled up our sleeves and took care of. It was a hell of a thing to overcome, but we burned a lot of hours to get it done, and we did a great contract for the teachers to put forth that effort. That was our first priority coming on board.
Yes, it was.
And we nipped that in the butt quickly. And we just came out of another successful round for our teachers. And we've been advocating for the past 2 contracts for our teachers. And I got to put my dig on the previous union administrator, or the union leadership, because I remember getting an email from the union president say how they unfortunately cannot endorse me at the time of the election because of my stances and where I stand on education. But yet we've advocated so hard for them. So yeah, there's a plug out there on that one. But been working for you the whole time. So joke's on you. As far as the community, reaching out to the community, I want to thank everybody for supporting me to get me into the seat here. It's a lot of extra work for those of you that are out in the community to sit on a board like this. We burn a lot of hours. I think we finally got it across to people that we do not get paid for this. We do not have a credit card that we get issued for this. We don't get a vehicle. Dr. Conrad does not get an apartment. None of this, none of this. We do this on our own dime and our own time, and it is a lot of extra work. But I do thank the community for supporting me and getting me into this position. 2 of the new members, to Janet and Denise out there, I wish you the very best. Remember I just said, though, it's a lot of extra work. Be ready for it. Be very open-minded.
One thing I will say about sitting on a school board, even being in the educational field my whole career, what you think you know about education is here. When you sit on a school board, now you see education as a whole, and there is a boat ton more involved to it that the two of you are going to be exposed to. Go into it with an open mind, roll up your sleeves and be ready to dig in with this team. I know they're all excited to get you on board here, bring you on board and see what that's going to become of it. So I had my personal reasons for not running, which a lot of you know about. I have my own building projects actually out to bid right now. And I joke with my wife, 21 months and I'm done. So I did not seek my seat because of those two elements. It had nothing to do with anybody here on the board or anything with the community. It was my family and my retirement coming up myself here. I've stepped down. I'm not saying it's forever. So who knows, maybe down the road here, the community will back me and I'll be back on here again. It's been a pleasure serving with all of you and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna miss you all, but you all have my cell number, so I'm always there. So, but thank you again for everybody for all the support.
Just one quick, also welcome to Denise and Janet. We look forward to working with you, and like I said, like Mike said, it's going to be an open mind coming in, and we'll learn from each other. Thank you.
Mike, on behalf of the, oh, geez, my hip didn't want to go. On behalf, thank you for everything. Appreciate working with you.
Thank you.
On behalf of the board and the district, little something to remind you of us.
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
I also have one for Mel.
Unfortunately, one time Mel comes, we have a fast meeting, right?
Yeah.
She's running behind and we're fast.
Yeah, she's behind and we're fast. I'd just like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Please enjoy the time with your family. That's what's so most important here, is our families. So, Dr. Howard.
Sure. On behalf of myself and Dr. Conrad, we'd like to thank you to the school board members, Mr. Galler and Ms. Zip, for your guidance these last 4 years. Thank you for volunteering all of your time, not only to the school board, but to the committees as well. We'd also like to thank Deb, who retired back in 2015 and has remained a board recorder. Tonight is her last meeting. Thank you for all of you done for this school district with all of your years of dedication, and we will miss you. I would like to personally say a shout out and a thank you to MCTI. Mr. Berga and the students up there were very gracious and volunteered to make aprons for all of our life skills students in the middle school. And if you had the option to go to the feast today, they had those on. So I want to thank them for doing that. Next week, we have parent-teacher conferences, and thank you to all the teachers for your time and dedication to our students and parents. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and go Bears.
Could I have a motion to adjourn?
So.
We are adjourned.